Hi everyone, glad to see you again. Today we have something informative lined up for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And for more tech insights, stay safe online cyber network. Before we dive into the wild world of cybersecurity, just a quick heads up, this is all for your information. We're not experts, just a couple of blokes trying to keep up with the digital age. Now imagine this. You're strolling through a field, but instead of grass, it's covered in landmines. One wrong step and boom, your personal information is gone. That's kind of what it's like online these days. But don't worry, we're here to be your trusty metal detectors. We'll guide you through the dangers and show you how to stay safe in this digital minefield. So, put on your virtual helmets and let's get started. Think about it. You wouldn't leave your front door unlocked all night, would you? Or your wallet just lying around in a public restroom? Of course not. Your personal information is valuable, both online and offline. Cybersecurity is all about protecting your digital life, your passwords, bank details, even those embarrassing photos you don't want your mum to see. It's like a digital lock on your digital door. In this day and age, hackers are getting craftier than a fox in a chicken coop. They're constantly finding new ways to break in and steal your precious data. That's why we got to stay one step ahead. All right, picture this. You get an email that looks legit, like it's from your bank or a mate. It's got all the bells and whistles, making it look super professional. It might even have a fancy logo and everything. The email might address you by name and the language used is formal and convincing. But hold your horses. This could be a classic case of phishing. Phishing emails are designed to look authentic to trick you into a false sense of security. Phishing is when hackers try to trick you into giving them your personal info, like your passwords or credit card numbers. These cybercriminals are getting more sophisticated by the day. They might send you fake emails or text messages with links to dodgy websites. These links often lead to websites that look almost identical to the real ones. Remember, if something smells fishy, it probably is. Trust your instincts. If an email or message seems off, it's better to be safe than sorry. Always double-check the sender's address and don't click on suspicious links. Look for subtle misspellings or unusual domain names and never, ever give out your personal details unless you're 100% sure it's the real deal. If in doubt, contact the company directly using a known, trusted method. Use two-factor authentication whenever possible to add an extra layer of security. This way, even if someone gets your password, they still need a second form of verification. Keep your software and antivirus programs up to date. Regular updates can protect you from the latest threats. Educate yourself and others about the dangers of phishing. The more you know, the better you can protect yourself and your loved ones. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and you'll be much less likely to fall for these scams. Remember, in the digital world, a little caution goes a long way. Ever had a house guest who just wouldn't leave? And they ate all your Tim Tams? That's what malware is like, except instead of Tim Tams, it's your personal data. Malware is short for malicious software. It's basically nasty code that can infect your computer or phone and steal your stuff without you even knowing. It can sneak in through dodgy downloads, dodgy websites, or even dodgy emails. Once it's in, it can spy on your every move, steal your passwords, or even turn your computer into a zombie. Ransomware, your data held hostage. A modern nightmare. Imagine this, you turn on your computer and bam! A message pops up saying all your files are locked and the only way to get them back is to pay a ransom. Talk about a digital hostage situation. That's ransomware made. It's a type of malware that encrypts your files, making them completely inaccessible. The hackers then demand a ransom, usually in cryptocurrency, to give you the decryption key. Imagine the frustration and helplessness of seeing all your important documents, photos, and work files locked away. It's like something out of a bad movie, but unfortunately, it's all too real. The hackers often demand payment in cryptocurrency because it's harder to trace, adding another layer of complexity to this nightmare. Picture this. You're staring at your screen, heart pounding, wondering how this could happen to you. You might think, should I pay the ransom? Will I ever get my files back? And the worst part? Even if you pay the ransom, there's no guarantee you'll get your files back. Many victims end up paying, only to find that the hackers disappear, leaving their data locked forever. So, What can you do to protect yourself? First, always back up your data. Regular backups can save you from losing everything. Use external hard drives or cloud storage services to keep copies of your important files. Next, invest in good antivirus software. It can help detect and block ransomware before it has a chance to encrypt your files. Keep your software updated to protect against the latest threats. Also, keep your operating system and all your software up to date. Software updates often include security patches that can protect you from vulnerabilities that ransomware exploits. Be cautious with email attachments and links. Many ransomware attacks start with a phishing email. If something looks suspicious, don't click on it. Verify the sender before opening any attachments. Finally, use multi-factor authentication wherever possible. It adds an extra layer of security, making it harder for hackers to gain access to your accounts. By taking these steps, you can reduce the risk of falling victim to ransomware. It's a digital jungle out there, but with the right precautions, you can protect your data and your peace of mind. When data goes public, a look at recent cyber attacks. Remember that time when a high-profile data breach made headlines? Yeah, not good. These days, it seems like every other week, there's a new cyber attack in the news. Big companies, small businesses, even governments, nobody's safe. These attacks can have major consequences, leading to identity theft, financial loss, and even damage to national security. It's a scary thought, but it's important to stay informed about these threats so we can protect ourselves. Remember, knowledge is power. Shielding your digital self. Tips for staying safe online. All right, enough doom and gloom. Let's talk about how to protect ourselves from these digital nasties. In today's interconnected world, staying safe online is more important than ever. With cyber threats lurking around every corner, it's crucial to take proactive steps to safeguard our digital lives. It's easier than you might think. You don't need to be a tech wizard to protect yourself. Just a few simple habits can make a world of difference. First up, strong passwords are key. A strong password is your first line of defense against cyber intruders. Make sure your passwords are long, unique, and include a mix of letters, numbers, and special characters. Think of it like choosing a lock for your front door. You wouldn't choose a flimsy one, would you? The same logic applies to your online accounts. A strong password is like a sturdy lock that keeps unwanted visitors out. Next, enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. This adds an extra layer of security by requiring not just your password, but also a second form of verification. It's like having a security guard at your digital door, asking for a second form of ID before letting anyone in. This makes it much harder for hackers to gain access to your accounts, even if they somehow get hold of your password. And finally, keep your software up to date. Regular updates are crucial because they often include security patches that fix vulnerabilities. Those updates might be annoying, but they often contain important security patches that can help keep the hackers at bay. Ignoring them is like leaving your front door unlocked. It's an open invitation for trouble. Consider using a password manager to keep track of your passwords. It can generate and store complex passwords for you, so you don't have to remember them all. When using public Wi-Fi, always use a VPN. Public networks are often less secure, and a VPN can help protect your data from prying eyes. Be cautious with email attachments and links. Phishing scams are common, and they often come in the form of seemingly harmless emails. If something looks suspicious, don't click on it. Review your privacy settings on social media. Make sure you're not sharing more information than you intend to. It's easy to overshare, but remember, the more information you put out there, the more vulnerable you are. Regularly back up your data. In case of a cyber attack, having a backup can save you a lot of trouble. Store your backups in a secure location, separate from your main devices. By following these tips, you can significantly reduce your risk of falling victim to cyber threats. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe online. Remember, your digital safety is in your hands. Take these steps seriously and make them a part of your daily routine. Happy and safe browsing, staying ahead of the game. Cybersecurity is an ongoing battle. Here's the thing about cybersecurity. It's not a one-and-done deal. The digital landscape is constantly changing, and hackers are always coming up with new tricks. It's like a game of digital cat and mouse. That's why it's so important to stay informed about the latest threats and best practices. Read up on cybersecurity tips, follow reputable security experts online, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Remember, the more you know, the better equipped you'll be to protect yourself from the bad guys. Stay safe, stay secure. Your digital world depends on it. Well, folks, there you have it. The world of cybersecurity might seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be. By being aware of the risks and taking some simple precautions, you can keep your digital life safe and secure. So go forth, explore the digital world with confidence, and don't forget to keep your wits about you. And remember, stay safe online, stay secure, because your digital world depends on it. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. We value your feedback. Thanks for watching and learning with us, Cyber Network.